Ladies and gentlemen, the world of professional wrestling never stops, and welcome to another ridiculous report. SummerSlam 2025 is in the books. The PLE aired at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey and ended with a shocking moment. Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, made his return. It's the first time he's been seen since SummerSlam 2023 when he lost to Cody Rhodes, shook the American Nightmare's hand following the loss, and we haven't seen him since. He returned after John Cena lost the undisputed WWE title back to Cody Rhodes tonight in the main event of Night 2 of SummerSlam 2025. Brock Lesnar returned after the match, attacked John Cena, hit him with an F5. John Cena is now a babyface. He turned babyface on SmackDown this past Friday night, wrestled pretty much as a babyface this undisputed WWE title match against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. And now he's in a rivalry with Brock Lesnar. Probably going to face each other at Clash in Paris on August 30th. But Brock Lesnar's been absent since he was referenced in Janelle Grant's lawsuit against Vince McMahon. The text messages, the reported text messages he sent are out there. It's disgusting. But if he's cleared, if there's no criminal charges, then he should be able to return. I'm excited to see Lesnar back. Don't care for him personally if those messages are true. But again, as a performer, he's one of a kind, and John Cena apparently wanted Brock Lesnar back, according to Triple H during the press conference following SummerSlam. He said, he asked John Cena what he wanted to do during his retirement tour, and they're honoring that. So that suggests to me that John Cena wanted this to happen. Brock Lesnar is one of John Cena's greatest rivals, so it makes sense that he wants one final match with him. And I'm assuming it's going to happen at Clash in Paris at the end of this month. Ric Flair made an appearance on Ariel Helwani's show earlier this week and made some bizarre comments. He referenced Tiffany Stratton discussing Charlotte Flair's 3 divorces during their rivalry. Charlotte Flair won the Women's Royal Rumble and failed to capture the WWE Women's Championship against Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. Stratton successfully defended the title against Jade Cargill at SummerSlam, and Charlotte Flair teamed up with Alexa Bliss to defeat the Judgment Day to become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. But Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, the WWE Hall of Famer, went on Ariel Helwani's show, claimed that Tiffany Stratton said the cheapest shot he's ever heard in his life. It was hurtful, and if it was a shoot, that's even worse. That's not something to joke about. I don't know when divorces became something that you can't joke about in professional wrestling. I have no idea what the hell Ric Flair is talking about. It was the only memorable part of that rivalry. I thought it was one of the most disappointing storylines I've seen in some time, because Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton should have been a hell of a match. I don't even remember it. So that was the only thing I remember from that rivalry, is Tiffany Stratton taking a shot at Charlotte Flair, and then Ludwig Kaiser claiming Charlotte Flair was flattering herself by saying he was DMing her. That's the only thing I remember from that rivalry. So Ric Flair is just sticking up for his daughter, but kind of a stupid thing to say. Dominik Mysterio defended the Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles during Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. He won the match. It was a bunch of Eddie Guerrero tributes throughout the entire match. But WWE seems to have bigger plans in mind for Dominik Mysterio. They have a partnership with AAA Wrestling now. They acquired the brand, essentially, and they are considering putting the AAA mega title around Dominik Mysterio's waist, making him the champion there. He got an epic reaction at Worlds Collide. He's a star in Mexico. This would be a huge deal for him. He could be Dominik 2 belts, but he had a good match against AJ Styles. His title reign is continuing. We'll see what WWE has planned for him. He's got an incredibly bright future. Jelly Roll teamed up with Randy Orton to battle Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam during Night 1. So a fun match. Jelly Roll took a massive bump during the match and took the pinfall. But WWE apparently has more plans for him. According to WrestleVotes, Jelly Roll's match at SummerSlam won't be his last with the company. They're pleased with working with him. They had issues with Travis Scott, but things seems to be going well with Jelly Roll. I thought he was very impressive at SummerSlam. He took a lot of bumps, like I said, and lost. That's the correct way for a celebrity to compete in their first match. They should lose. I like that a lot. And finally, Cody Rhodes was on the Bill Simmons podcast and addressed his AEW departure and admitted that he felt disrespected. He said, if I get disrespected in WWE, that's one thing. They're the Yankees. But if I get disrespected in AEW, a place that I built, I won't stand for it, or help build, I won't stand for it. Bill Simmons pretty much compared Tony Khan to Jerry Jones of the Dallas Cowboys, and kind of seemed like they're Cody Rhodes was talking about Tony Khan with these shots. He referenced the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega when talking about building the company. It seems like there was a falling out between Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes, and he's mentioned that he's going to talk about it in his book one day. I can't wait to read it. I need to know what happened here, because Tony Khan fired CM Punk, rightfully so in many people's minds, but he fired one of the biggest stars he'll ever have. And if he let Cody Rhodes walk out the door because of egos, or he didn't think he was a star, only for Cody Rhodes to become the biggest star in the industry, that's unbelievable. That's a book in itself, just about Tony Khan's misfortunes or terrible planning, poor booking, whatever the hell you want to call it. You got to make it work with some of these big stars. They're naturally going to have massive egos, but if Tony Khan has an incredible ego himself, it's never going to work. I can't believe that little hint. Cody Rhodes is pretty much suggesting that Tony Khan was the reason he left AEW, which is just, I thought it was some kind of weird backstage issues with talent. It appears it's just with Tony Khan. That's crazy to me. But that is it for this episode of The Ridiculous Report. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have not subscribed, please do so. Have a good one.